target some of the skills that we notice are either individuals or small groups or a whole CMA group may be lacking or less than have the desired bar in?
Yeah. So to target the specific skills that they're lacking. Great. What else? Why else do we have? Yeah, Amy.
To develop the backward plan model for the core members, so starting with that assessment piece.
Got it. To develop that mindset about backward planning. Yeah.
I sort of think of lessons and clinics as like the guided practice before, so it's like providing that in the moment support for core members, and then it also can make that independent, or the lesson plan review of the independent practice a lot faster for us.
And what might a purpose for staff be here with lesson planning clinics? Why is this? How is this related to your staff roles? Because it's a leading question. So let me just articulate my thought. Let me put these up here. The point that I was going to make in point 5 is allowing CMAs to provide upfront in order to actually minimize their need to go back, find a lesson plan that's just not up to par, and then have to start from scratch again. This is a time for them to intervene immediately, be able to know exactly where their core member left their session so that they can understand where it might have gone awry and intervene up front. So just take a quick minute, look through this slide, and if anybody has any comments about something that sticks out. Does any of these strike anybody particularly insightful? Okay, great. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go over the logistics again, just to jog our memory of some of the pre-work that you did. Can somebody describe for me what lesson planning clinics actually look like? How would you explain that to a CMA who's like, I've never actually done lesson planning clinics before? Can you articulate for me what those involve? Yes.
Okay, and forgive me because I can't remember the list, but they can be anywhere from, 45 minutes to 90 minutes long, and really there is a set agenda for an unexpected, output for core members at the very end of it, and so it might be at the very beginning, I don't know, just to set it up, so you might just bring it back in for things that might have happened, hot spots for the day, and then the core member advisor might target an objective that core members should be working on, so whether that be your Thursday, Friday lesson plan, or your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday lesson plans, or all core members should be able to, write proficient assessments. Whatever it is, you set an objective, there might be a mini lesson plan where you might pull specific core members out aside and work on specific skills, but there's an expected output at the very end for core members.
Yeah, I really like how you kept saying there's an expected output and there's targeted intervention. One of the things, it is 90 minutes long, and it always says 90 minutes long. No, that's great. It's great to be able to make sure that we understand all of these fully. So just take a quick minute and look over these. Lesson planning clinics, they take place in the afternoon at the school sites. They take place on Mondays, they take place on Wednesdays. And then this is just the point that you got to in the second part. The core members use a set of guiding questions to backwards plan every single lesson. In week 1, they are required to use the lesson planning clinic worksheet. After that, it's really up to the core member advisor and that core member to guide what those really, really do look like, what mini lessons need to happen, how work time is structured. And CMAs are responsible for designing what is ultimately a pretty simple lesson planning clinic agenda, because the majority of the time should be core members actually working, but they need to be able to design something that has them working in the most effective way. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're actually going to take a look at an effective lesson planning clinic so you can understand what that looks like to, again, ground our vision in an effective model. So if you all would take out handout 3, please. This is a note-taking template that you are going to use. So we're going to look at your CMA, and her name is Mallory. We're going to watch a snippet of her lesson planning clip. And as you're taking that out, I want to make just a few notes about this clip. Again, lesson planning clinics are 90 minutes long, but we're actually just going to watch a little less than 15 minutes of a session, just so we can get a sense of what they look like, and it does fast forward at about 4 times. After we watch this 15-minute clip, I'm going to provide you with some additional information about this lesson planning clinic via narrative at the end, so just adding a little bit of contextual information after this. This lesson planning clinic takes place in week 4, and we're going to assume for the purposes of this case study that the products of this lesson planning clinic are those lesson plans and that lesson plan clinic worksheet, that 5th grade writing lesson plan that you just reviewed for the purposes of this. So you have a vision of the outputs. This is how the lesson planning clinic went to produce those outputs. And then this is just also a note. This is, again, I mentioned we're going to